Piano. Let's see. Where is it? Yay! Hi everybody! Happy Friday! It is time for piano, and I'm so excited to get started with you. It is our 22nd lesson, kids. You have been sticking with me through all of these lessons for the last, 6 months? It's pretty amazing. So keep up that amazing work. But before we get started, let's go ahead and do a couple things. If you can like this video and you can share it with your network, I would really appreciate it. The second thing is of course, subscribe on YouTube, right? So find all of my previous videos on YouTube and you can catch up, rewatch, and watch some of the other classes going on too. All right, the next thing is if you haven't joined the private group, you're missing out. So we do a lot of really fun stuff in our private Facebook group called Encore Music Makers. You get to post videos, you get to ask questions, we do some fun polls and things like that, and I give you feedback on your piano progress. So join if you haven't done that. The next thing is of course, I am on Patreon, right? So as a donation-based studio, I rely heavily on donations to keep this outfit going, okay? So if you feel like you're ready to make that commitment to me as your piano teacher, go ahead and check out patreon.com/IzzyChia, and you'll find different monthly tiers that you can sign up for to help support me. I'd love to have you there. We're gonna have a lot of fun in Patreon. And I just hit 40 patrons, so I'm very excited, so thank you so much. All right, well, we have a lot of fun music to play, right? So this this lesson today, this was sort of like our bonus lesson for another week of It's Halloween, right? So go ahead and pull out your lesson book, kids. Here we go. On page 40, you're gonna find It's Halloween. All right, yes. And in order for me to really feel like we're in it, we are going to put on our witch hats. Of course. Oops, I put it on off to the side. There we go. That's better. I guess that'll work. I'm going to switch to piano view, and we're going to play It's Halloween, okay? Let's do it. All right. Oh, yes, I have my crazy hat, don't I? So I know that this song is a G position song, okay? So find G position with me. This is C position, right? There's my right hand thumb on C. But you see where that pinky is on G? I'm going to put my thumb there now. And then I will fan out those fingers. Now the left hand, I know that one can be tricky to find. But if you look at middle C and you go down and you find the first D below middle C, that will be where you put your left hand thumb, okay? Hi, Hannah. Hi, Linnea. All right, now this one's moderately slow. We also have staccato, we have flats, and we have some really cool and spooky dynamics. Are you ready to play with me? Yes, drop an emoji if you're excited. All right, so let's get through it. I'm going to count off. 1, 2, ready, play. Repeat, octave lower. That was so spooky! You guys did amazingly well. I love that so much. Now, the ghosts, the goblins, the werewolves, the bats, the spooks were all coming out in that amazing song. Now, that's an awesome song to play on Halloween, okay? So if you want to keep practicing it and you want to play it for your family or your friends, that's the song to play them, okay? Keep working on those dynamics. I will remove my witch hat now. Thank you very much. Yes, I gotta fluff my hair up again, huh? All right, so you have passed. It's Halloween. Let's give you a spooky round of applause. Woo! Good job. That was amazing. Oh yeah, Linnea says she really loves this song. I love it too. Isn't it awesome? Okay, well, the second song we had for last week was When the Saints Go Marching In, right? And I know this one was actually a really fun song because it's got a lot of cool stuff going on, right? You can envision yourself marching with a cool band in New Orleans. Ah, that's amazing. So, and I know some of it was a little bit tricky in the middle with those extra staccatos and the tied notes in your right hand. So let's play through When the Saints Go Marching In and let's see how it goes, okay? If it's still a little tricky for you, I might keep it for one more week. So let's see how it goes. Let's switch to piano view. Yes. All right, so here we go. When the Saints Go Marching In. Now this one is in a C position song. We've got that right hand thumb on middle C. We've fanned out our fingers. We're going to count down 1, 2, 3, and we've got that left hand thumb finger 1 on G below middle C. You know I love C position, isn't it awesome? Now this song begins with that incomplete measure. We only see 3 quarter notes at the beginning, but we're supposed to count up to 4. But don't worry, when we do that, oh, there is no repeat, but you know what? I might even add one. That's okay. All right, let's get started. I'm going to count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I am so proud of you. Did you get through all of it? If you didn't, that's okay. I had a little bit of tricky spots surprisingly. I had some tricky spots because I actually played some of it legato. But there wasn't any slurs, so I kind of messed up a little bit. But maybe you remembered, right? Did you remember to play everything detached or separated? Maybe you did better than me. I think I just got so excited by finishing it that I just had to clap, okay? So I think perhaps maybe we should keep When the Saints Go Marching In for one more week. Does that sound like a good plan for you? I had some trouble on line 3. Where did you have trouble? Yeah, it's okay. You know what? We make mistakes, and that's just part of learning piano, right? We just have to practice those tricky spots, and we'll get through them just fine. So I think I want to play When the Saints Go Marching In one more time, and I'm going to see if I can remember to play detached, and remember to play my left hand a little bit more staccato, okay? So that means a little bit shorter, okay? Let's try it once more. All right. Okay, so C position, one of our favorite positions. And you guys are pros. We've got our right hand thumb on middle C and our left hand thumb on G below middle C, okay? Our fingers are fanned out for each finger on a white key. All right, let's see if I can remember to play it detached this time, okay? I'm gonna count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Well, that was a little bit better. You know what? I'm just so proud of you guys for keeping up with me and for putting in a good effort, okay? You know what? Because of that, I think we should do a cheer. It's always a good idea to do a cheer because you're putting in good effort, okay? So I have to teach you a cheer that my student Shrenika taught me this week at piano. She's actually watching live, and she calls it the beep beep car cheer, okay? So you're going to pretend there's a big steering wheel in front of you, right? Doo-doo-doo. And there's a big horn in the middle, all right? So you're going to take your left hand and you're going to go beep, beep. Are you ready? Let's do it. Beep, beep, cheer. Beep, beep. Very good. That was awesome. You guys did such a great job on that. So let's keep When the Saints Go Marching In, okay? Write it in your notebook. Okay, but I am going to give you one new song, okay? So let's turn the page to page 42, okay? Page 42 in your lesson book. All right, there it is, 42. It says reading in middle C position. Yeah, it's such a great position, I will tell you that. Yes, I am actually very excited because, oh, did I leave it? Oh, I didn't have it. Oh, that makes me a little bit sad. That's okay. Okay, so reading in middle C position is awesome because if you remember way back when you were first learning piano with Miss Izzy, didn't we work on a position called butterfly middle C position? Do you remember that? Yeah, it's where we had both our thumbs on middle C. It was actually quite extraordinary because it introduced a lot of white keys to you for the first time. It was the first position you learned off of the black keys. Now we're going to learn how to read it on our staff. And it's actually kind of cool, okay? I want you to look and see the piano map at the top of 42. Remember, both those thumbs are on middle C. Right? And those other fingers are fanned out, right? I have mine here. But if you look at that little piece of music underneath it, you can see the finger numbers are actually written on the lines and spaces of the staff. And it's quite cool. So I'm going to switch to piano view so we can see how this works out, okay? All right. So we have here both our thumbs butterfly middle C position. That is where our butterfly landed. And then we're going to fan out those fingers, right? If you look at the beginning of that middle line of music where it has the bass clef, you'll see the first note written is an F, finger 5. That's this guy right here. And look, it's on the F of the bass staff. How cool is that? Next, you have finger 4 on a G. We see that G a lot when we are in C position, right? But then look, what's the next note? It's the A. We have never seen A for the left hand written on the bass staff before, and you'll see it's the very top line of the bass staff. The next note, finger 2 left hand, is your B. Okay, this is the B that sort of is best friends with middle C because it's right next to it. It's written on the bass staff as the space above all of those lines. It's quite cool. And then you see middle C written there. There it is. It looks different though. It kind of looks like it's upside down. Well, that's because it's written in the bass staff. That's what middle C looks like. It kind of still looks like a little floating planet or something, right? But it's kind of upside down. So that little line of music there with the bass staff and the new notes written, this is what it sounds like. If you want to play along with me, then you can do that, okay? Here we go. F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F. Super cool. Now, it's actually kind of amazing because if you look at the treble staff right next to it, and you look at all of those notes written, you already know them. That's the coolest part of this. You already know those notes because it's middle C position is the same as regular C position when it comes to your right hand, right? So let's just play those notes since we already know them. Starting with the finger 1 on middle C. Ready? C, D, E, F, G, F, B, D, C. How did you do? Let's switch back to this view, right? So you can see my face. Yeah, how did you do on that? Was it understandable or was it a little bit confusing? If it was confusing, that's okay. That middle line in there is going to be really, really helpful introducing those new notes in there for the left hand bass staff, okay? Review them as much as you can so you can remember what it looks like, okay? Now, the new song, we got to learn it, don't we? Yeah, so the new song is called Thumbs on C, which is amazing because, oh yeah, that's like our butterfly C position, right? Middle C, butterfly, whee, there it goes. So, we're going to start there in that position. Let's analyze the song though before we play it. I've got my pencil just in case I need it. Now, I noticed something. Thumbs on C. It says moderately slow. Okay, I think we can play it slow, right? I don't want to play it too fast, especially if it's a new song, right? I also noticed that the first notes are being played by the left hand, okay? I'm going to start with that left hand pinky on F, okay? That's a finger 5. And then it goes up by steps. F, G, A, B, C, C, C. There it is. C, B, A, B, C. Oh, how nice. They wrote in the note names for you. You got lucky this week. What happens in the second line? The right hand has a turn now, doesn't it? Yes, and it is also going to start on a finger 5. But it's like the opposite side of the butterfly wing, right? This butterfly wing is playing the left hand notes, and this side is playing the right hand notes. So we're going to start with a pinky finger 5, right hand on G. And then it does the same step word pattern. G, F, E, D, C, C, C. C, D, E, D, C, C, C. That seems simple enough. What do you think? If it's okay for you, then drop an emoji and let me know, okay? All right. It also has a repeat, so I'm going to draw an arrow back to the beginning. so I don't forget. Because sometimes I forget. That's normal. All right. Let's learn and play the song now, okay? I'm going to switch to piano view. Let's do this. Okie dokie. So here we are. There is middle C. That's the super special middle C where our butterfly gets the sweetest nectar of those flowers, huh? Yes. All right, so both our thumbs are there. Finger 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s are fanned out. Remember what we said. This song begins with the left hand pinky, finger 5 on F. Looks kind of cool. Let's play and see how it sounds. You ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Turn pinky 5. G, F, E, D, C, 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 hold. C, D, E, D, C, 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 hold. Now let's do the repeat. You ready? Let's do it. I'm going to say my finger numbers now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, hold. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1, hold. Pinky 5 right hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, hold. All right, very good. Now, how are you feeling about that song? Was it too hard or was it just right? You let me know, okay? Yeah, I like songs that aren't too tricky because especially after learning like the last several songs that we have, like we had The Clown, and then we had It's Halloween, and then we had When the Saints Go Marching In. Those are harder songs, aren't they? And they're a lot longer than what we're probably used to playing. So it's kind of nice when we get a song that's a little bit easier because it gives us a chance to sort of breathe and feel good about our music and the progress that we've made, okay? It's so amazing to see you guys improve week after week. It really is. It really makes me so happy when you post your videos. Oh, Hannah says it's a good, easy song. Isn't it nice to get a little easy song this week? Yeah, I like it too. So anyway, that's going to be your second song for the week, okay? Keep your When the Saints Go Marching In, because we're going to get that one just right. It's a march. If you mess up a march, then people start running into each other, and then that's definitely not good. Imagine you've got like a trumpet player, then you got the clarinet, right? And then you got the big tuba, boom, 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 boom. And then the bass drum, boom, 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 boom. They're all marching, right? But then, what happens if the trumpet misses a note? And then the bass drum hits the wrong beat. And everyone's marching and they're like, wait a second, something's happening. Crash! That's bad. We don't want that to happen. So that's why we got to get the tempo steady on that one, okay? And really get those notes right. Awesome. So When the Saints Go Marching In is your first song for the week, and then Thumbs on C is your second song, okay? Those are going to be the ones that you practice for this week. You can close your lesson book. Now let's open our theory book. There it is. So theory, I'm hoping you've been keeping up with it. I haven't made it a really big thing about checking it, but it would be nice to see if you have questions about something in your theory, to ask it in the group or send me a message, right? That's why I'm there, is to help you understand it better. So turn to page 31, okay? I have a little challenge for you. So on page 31, you're going to see this page, all right? It says reviewing middle C position and prelude on middle C, okay? Now for this assignment for your theory, you're going to be writing in your note names, okay? It very easily gives you the answers in the piano map at the top, okay? So if you need help, you can find the answers there. But here's the second part. That's the challenge for this week, okay? Now, if you complete this challenge, you'll get a shout out at the next lesson, okay? So here we go. Once you write in those note names for Prelude on Middle C in your theory book, play the song. Practice it like you would any other song, right? And then if you post a video of yourself playing Prelude on Middle C on page 31 in your theory book in the group, I will give you a shout out at next lesson, okay? Live. How cool is that? So get to practicing, guys. That's part of the reason why I only gave you one new song, right? So if you want to be up for a challenge, you can do that, okay? All right. Let's see how it works out. Excellent. So that's basically it. We've got our 2 songs in our lesson book. We have that 1 page of theory, page 31. All right. Give it a practice and play it. And that's pretty much it for this week. All right. Last thing, of course, we've got Patreon. Thank you so much if you have made that commitment on Patreon. I know it's kind of hard navigating a different platform, especially with a teacher or creator like myself. But I really like Patreon as a way to have a very special group of people that have made that commitment. So, and I want you guys in on all of that action, okay? Polls, live Q&As, you get invitation-only events. I have my Halloween costume party on Patreon happening soon. So if you want in on that, join as a patron and you can get that invitation. That's for the $10 and up level. So go ahead and check that out, okay? I'd love to have you. Okay, kids, it is time for our quote, right? So I love saying music quotes at the end of my lessons because I find them so inspirational, right? Well, today's quote comes from a very, very famous and very special person in the rock music world, okay? His name is Eddie Van Halen, and he actually passed away this week. So I wanted to say a quote that would honor him and his legacy. He was a rock guitarist that was legendary, but did you know that he actually started on the piano as a kid? It's amazing. It's really cool. And he became like one of the greatest rock guitarists of all time. Anyway, here is his amazing quote. He says, "If you want music to be your livelihood, then play, play, play. Eventually, you'll get to where you want to be." He is so right, right? If you stick with something and you work hard at it day after day after day and you don't give up, you will achieve your dreams. Look at Eddie Van Halen, right? He stuck with his piano practice and then he got to learn guitar and he just like totally made his dreams come true. I believe in you too. You can make your dreams come true too. Thanks so much for tuning into Piano today. I had a blast. I hope you did too. I will see you at next lesson, and I will see you guys in the private group and on Patreon, okay? See you later. Bye.